Will AI replace graphic designers? Should we be looking for other jobs since AI will take our jobs sooner or later? This has been an age-old question. AI is getting better day by day. Whether it be programming, stock trading, or design, it seems there is nothing AI can't do. So what do you think about this? Should we be worried? Well, if you ask me, no. How much better AI gets, there is still something in us humans that is something unique, whether it be intuition, personal taste, or creativity that AI will never be able to match. It is a God gift or a gift from creation, whichever you prefer. So AI will not replace designers, but complement designers. In this video, I show whether we can improve on the designs created by AI. Graphic design includes lots of things, both objective and subjective. So even though AI can create great stuffs, I think humans will still be around to add that personal touch, or that spark of brilliance that makes a work great from mediocre. So, let's stop worrying and get started. First of all, we will use Canva's new AI feature, Design for Me, to create a design. We will pick the best design and then see if we can improve on it. Let's start with an Instagram post design for a driving school. You can ask it just as if you are a client of a business and asking a graphic designer what you need. In this case, let's ask it to create a promotional post for a driving school. It has given us a few variations. We will choose the one which we think is best and then edit it on the Canva editor. You can see AI has created a complete editable design. The parts can be individually selected and moved. While this design looks good and minimalistic, let's work on improving it. We will first replace the central image with a more vibrant and joyful image showing a person driving. Next, since a promotion falls apart without a call to action. Since that is the whole purpose to drive the audience towards call to action, let's create that. Unity is an important principle in graphic design. So I am selecting a graphic style for the Contact Us that is consistent with the overall illustration look of the background and the design. Typography should also match the overall theme and vibe of the design, so I am using a not-so-serious font for the phone number. Let's maintain hierarchy and make the most important thing larger and lesser important smaller. The heading should be largest since that explains the whole point of the advertisement. To make this post a little more realistic, let's add the logo of the organization or business. I am quickly making a logo for the business. The yellow color in Contact Us is not accidental but deliberate. That is an accent color, and also a high contrasting one that catches viewers' attention since that is an important information to convey. A few extra decoration and doodling and our design is complete. I am underlining the number to emphasize it more. Our design is done. Hopefully we have improved the design a little more. So you decide, was AI a friend or a foe? AI did half of the work and we did the other half. That proves AI complements a designer. Now let's move on to the next design. Let's choose a different content type for this design. I will choose a YouTube banner. Let's ask the AI to create a banner for a musician who does live performances and shares online. Again, let's choose the best among the four and improve on it. For each content type, we need to be aware of the function of the design. A YouTube banner introduces a channel to viewers, so it should be minimalistic with lots of white space and directly communicate what the channel is about. A banner always visible is also an opportunity to self-promote. So when I am adding my other social platforms so that viewers can know and subscribe. Now let's work on the main heading that should directly communicate what the channel is about. I am also using some contrast in type to make the design more appealing. Visual contrast is key to make a design more interesting. I am pairing a script type text with the bold heading. This should provide nice contrast. Icons are like spices to food, so they make the design tasty. Also note the red accent color to add to visual appeal. Finally, I would like to introduce color to my design. This color could come from your brand identity palette and could be a distinguishing factor from other brands or channels. Our second design is complete. So what do you think? AI, a friend or a foe? Should we adopt it or fear it? Let's move on to our next design. This time I am choosing business card for the content type since everyone needs a business card. When it comes to business cards, it is best to avoid overly decorative designs because simple minimalist designs are timeless, while overly decorative and colorful designs are trendy and don't last long. The front side of the business card should be minimalistic and convey the important contact information directly and clearly. So let's work on the front side to achieve that. The first issue I see with this design is that of visual hierarchy. All the text seems to be of same size. So in order to guide the viewers, I easily let's vary the sizes based on order of importance. Icons serve two purposes. First, it is a pictorial representation of the information. As a saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So it makes the information quickly graspable. Another is it makes the design look more appealing. So don't be afraid to use ample of icons in design. It is not the well-aligned, but the misaligned that the eye catches. So please use align tools to make the design perfect. A business card is mostly a typographic design, so you can play with text alignment, text sizes, line spacing, tracking, font sizes, font styles, position, etc. It is best to minimize the colors used. Repetition is another important principle in design. Repeating elements makes the design consistent, united, and more familiar. So I am using this principle here to repeat the texture from the top design as a background for the main title, which is the name of the person and his job. In design, there is a popular saying, less is more. So whenever you feel the design is not looking good or something is not quite right, then use the principle of elimination to remove some elements and see if that makes the design better and more appealing. Remember that whitespace has as much work to do in design as the elements. Understand the role of a line in graphic design. Line can be used in design as a divider, for linking or for decoration. But if there is no need of it, then it is best to get rid of it like in this design. For the background color, I am using a light color matching the overall theme. Here, I am quickly mocking out the design since it is hard to know whether a business card design works without seeing it in printed form. So I am using some mocks to apply the design to. Our next design is going to be an infographic. An infographic is best if you would like to explain a lot of things in a fun graphical way that is easy to digest instead of long, boring text. I would like to use two colors in this design. The dark violet color contrasts well with the light background, and for accent color, I will use yellow. Contrasting colors like these are very attractive and catches the attention quickly. So it is good exercise to play with contrasting colors. Since the infographics is about starting a company to match the theme, I will use corporate fonts. Also, to guide the viewers, we can use numbering. The large numbers also contrast well with the other smaller text, so adds to visual appeal. Instead of plain background, design can be made more interesting by adding patterns. Please make sure the pattern matches with the overall theme. Patterns like these that can be repeated, and which will seem seamless or well-connected, are called seamless patterns. Whenever you search for a pattern, you can add the keyword seamless so that it can be replicated and used as background, and it will look nice. The numbers are very high in hierarchy, and it might be the most important to guide the viewers to understand the info. So in addition to making it large, I am also adding a contrasting color white against the purple background for the maximum emphasis. Sometimes if the text blends with background and impacts legibility, one technique is to add a shape behind it that is more contrasting in color to the text color, so the foreground text is more legible. In this case, since it is the main title, this technique or emphasis is even more important because viewers need to see this first. I am creating two different versions, one with header with yellow rectangle and another with purple. Sometimes it helps to create multiple variations and compare side by side and choose which works best. For our final design, let's create a birthday invitation. We will also make it animate to make it more catchy. Let's add the photo of the birthday boy. It is best if the colors of the design match with the colors of the photo. In this case, the design elements is consistent with the photo. The colors used in the design can also be picked from the photo. What is a birthday invitation without a birthday cake? One of the best things about Canva, unlike other design tools like Photoshop or Illustrator, is you can easily add theme-based graphics like in this case, cake or celebration graphics from the Elements feature. Here I am adding contrast and colors between the two text. Hierarchy-wise, this text is the most important, so it needs to be as distinct as possible. In this design, we used monochromatic color scheme. Different tones and shades of the same hue or color can be used to create a harmonious design just like this. If you are not sure what colors to use in a design, then you can just pick a hue or color and adjust the brightness and saturation to obtain different shades and tones and use them in your design. You can be sure the design will look good. Sometimes we as designers are so occupied on making the design look good that we forget the very purpose of graphic design. Please remember that graphic design is about communication. Graphic design means communicating something to someone using graphics or pretty pictures, text, and colors. Here I am adding the main communication part, which is, you are invited. Since this is an invitation to the birthday, the message needs to be communicated clearly. Finally, for a video, you can add page animation like this, which will apply consistent animation to all elements at once. After that, you can download the video and send to your friends and relatives. So there you have it. Today, we looked into how you as a designer, as a creative can improve on the designs created by AI. AI is here to stay, but it is here to make our works easier, not to replace us, so there is no need to fear. We can use AI as a tool just like we have switched from manual methods to computers for graphic design. Innovation and new technology will continue evolving, but nothing can replace creativity, and creativity is within you, and that is what makes us a human. I am hoping this video was super useful for aspiring graphic designers. I have shared everything I have learned from years working with clients in this field. It took a lot of work to create this video. If you find content like this useful, please consider a like or subscribe. Please let me know any questions and comments, and I'll help you with your design journey. Thanks, friends. This much for now. See you later.